This is a rough country lift kit. Rough country does get some slack for being a cheap product as far as how expensive you can go with lift kits. A lot of the things that I've heard that are not good about it, they kind of fixed over the years, which is why I ultimately decided to go with them. This kit, if you buy their cheapest kit, all they're going to do is give you some body spacers, and that's going to be it. This one came with new front shocks, replaced this whole control arm, so it's a little bit better quality than their cheapest package, which I think is where a lot of the reviews come from. Another negative review that, sorry about the sirens, here's another one. Every day. Another negative review that I should have showed you before I put this wheel back on is these blocks back here. These right here that go underneath the leaf springs, this is replaced as well. In the past, they used to have, these were plastic. And this part of the wheel takes a lot of torque from the engine. So having this plastic, I can see why that would have been a big gripe for some people. But in this case, these are now steel. So I think they've corrected a lot of things over time. I don't know why every lift kit also seems to level the truck. A lot of you can buy just a leveling kit as well. People that drive trucks like to not have it look like the nose is lower than the back, so they just raise the front a little bit so that the whole truck looks level, and they think it makes it look tougher and everything. And yeah, it does, but surely there's a reason why the factory decides that you need a little more clearance in the back than the front. On a truck, I'm sure it's because of load capacity, because once you put any kind of weight in the back, then you'd look like you're going uphill constantly, which I think looks worse than just being level. So I don't know why you can't seem to find a lift kit that doesn't also level. I would love to find a kit that maintains the factory ratio from front to back, but I could not find one. In this case, I did not find out until I think the last page of the instructions, once I received the kit, said if you have any kind of weight, standard weight on the back of the truck, like a toolbox, for example, full of things, then you're going to want to reach out to them for a bigger spacer block to go back there to compensate for that. So, come on, I'm like fully into this project now, and that's when I find out that I need to reach out for another piece. So I had to finish it with what I had and then run with it for a week or so before I got that new part. But after all that, and then I when I'm on the phone with them, I said, well, can I get one that's I don't know, can I get one that's 6 inches and not 4, so that I can also maintain that factory look? And they said, well, at that point you'd need different shocks as well, because these shocks here were also part of the lift kit. And so okay, so the shocks that I just bought from you and put on now, those would be useless too. So I opted to just go with the bigger block, the slightly bigger block, to make it level. But that was yep. And now, of course, because they have to put their branded little cap here over the grease fitting for the ball joint, water gets in here and it never escapes, so that keeps rusting. Maybe I'll just leave this off from now on. Now on this side, the ball joint looks perfect. No moisture getting in there at all. Look how rusty that one is. What's going on? Weird.